He started in a dorm room with nothing more than a vision to connect the world. Today, Mark Zuckerberg controls one of the most influential empires in history, worth a staggering $222 billion. The question is, how did a college dropout build a digital empire that touches over 2.8 billion people? How did he go from sitting alone in front of a computer screen to becoming the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company? And perhaps most importantly, what can we learn from his journey to build success just like he did? It all began with one simple idea: connecting people. But it wasn't just about creating a social network. Zuckerberg's rise wasn't just about building a product, it was about building a mindset, a set of principles that guided his every move, decisions that shaped his path to success. In Zuckerberg's own words, the question isn't, what are we going to do? The question is, what are we going to do to change the world? A powerful statement that mirrors his unwavering focus on something greater than just profit. Today, we're diving into the exact strategies that made Zuckerberg's empire possible, his 10 golden rules for success, principles that anyone from entrepreneurs to investors can apply to their own journey. These aren't just business tactics, they are life philosophies that led him from nothing to everything. Let's explore how these principles can not only inspire you but empower you to make your mark, just as Zuckerberg did. Mark Zuckerberg's journey from dorm room coder to tech titan wasn't a straight path to success. Born in 1984 in White Plains, New York, Zuckerberg had a natural aptitude for technology from an early age. He didn't just tinker with gadgets, he created things. As a child, he was already building software programs like ZuckNet, a messaging system for his father's dental office, long before he even knew about social media. His love for technology, combined with a problem-solving mindset, laid the foundation for what would become Facebook. But the road to creating a billion-dollar empire wasn't paved with ease. Zuckerberg faced early challenges, including rejection, skepticism, and the pressure of competing in an industry dominated by big players. Yet his passion for creating something that could change the world far outweighed the obstacles in his path. And that's where the first golden rule of Zuckerberg's success comes into play. Zuckerberg has always emphasized that his focus was never on wealth. In his own words, the question isn't, what are we going to do? The question is, what are we going to do to change the world? It wasn't about building the next social network for profits. It was about solving a problem that he believed in. His passion for connecting people worldwide was the real driving force behind Facebook's creation. Just like Warren Buffett's insistence on finding passion over profit, Zuckerberg understood early on that success doesn't come from chasing money, it comes from a clear sense of purpose. If he'd been motivated by wealth alone, Facebook might have been just another attempt at a fad. Instead, Zuckerberg's obsession with solving a problem and connecting people across the globe turned a simple idea into a tech empire. Let's rewind to the early days of Harvard University, the birthplace of Facebook. It wasn't the glamorous tech campus that we imagine today. Zuckerberg was just a 19-year-old student, sitting in his dorm room coding late into the night. His idea, a platform that would allow college students to connect with each other, first at Harvard, then beyond. However, his journey wasn't smooth sailing. When Zuckerberg launched the Facebook, his first product, it wasn't an immediate hit. In fact, he faced major rejection and skepticism. Investors were reluctant, thinking Facebook was just a college fad. Zuckerberg, however, stayed true to his passion, refusing to compromise on his vision of connecting people. Despite the early failures and financial setbacks, Zuckerberg's drive kept him moving forward. He was willing to face rejection and push through the skepticism because he believed in the transformative potential of what he was building. He wasn't chasing short-term success, he was focused on long-term impact. While Zuckerberg's passion was essential to his early success, it wasn't enough on its own. Passion alone doesn't turn an idea into a billion-dollar empire. That's where the second golden rule comes in. you need the right mindset to match your passion. Passion can fuel you, but it's perseverance and strategic thinking that will help you navigate the challenges ahead. As we move into the next part of Zuckerberg's journey, we'll look at how his mindset and approach to building a team and scaling Facebook helped him turn a dorm room project into the massive empire it is today. Mark Zuckerberg's journey has been paved with failure, but that's not something he feared. It's something he learned from. One of the most powerful lessons in his rise to success was the ability to fail and get back up stronger. Zuckerberg didn't shy away from failure. He embraced it as a necessary step towards growth. Take the early version of Facebook, for instance. The first iteration was far from perfect. Even before Facebook became the social media giant we know today, there was FaceMash, Zuckerberg's initial attempt to create a social network. It failed spectacularly, mainly due to a privacy breach and poor reception. Instead of abandoning the project, Zuckerberg analyzed what went wrong, learned from the mistakes, and evolved his approach. His willingness to face failure head-on and extract lessons from it laid the groundwork for the Facebook empire that would follow. Another example is the Facebook Connect project, a tool intended to help users log into third-party websites with their Facebook credentials. While it faced several obstacles, it taught Zuckerberg about the importance of partnerships and the broader potential of connecting services in the digital space. Failure wasn't a setback for him, it was simply a part of the learning process. Zuckerberg's mantra here is clear: failure is not something to fear, it's something to learn from. Embrace it, adapt, and keep pushing forward. Zuckerberg is known for his bold mantra: move fast and break things. This principle was the cornerstone of Facebook's early growth and its culture of relentless innovation. The idea, speed over perfection. Zuckerberg understood that to succeed in the rapidly changing tech world, you couldn't wait for everything to be perfect. You had to take risks, iterate quickly, and adjust along the way. This approach is rooted in calculated risk-taking, something Warren Buffett also believes in. While Buffett is more conservative with his investments, Zuckerberg's philosophy was to move fast, take chances, and break things along the way. Failure was part of the innovation process, not something to be avoided. For Facebook, this led to rapid scaling. Instead of waiting for every feature to be polished, they launched quickly and improved based on real-time feedback. This allowed them to capture users and grow faster than many competitors. And look at the result. Facebook is now a multi-billion-dollar company, impacting billions of people globally. In the tech world, it's often said that the team is everything. Zuckerberg understood this from the very beginning. His success wasn't just about his technical skills, it was about the team he surrounded himself with. One of his smartest moves was the decision to hire Sheryl Sandberg as Facebook's COO in 2008. Her expertise in scaling businesses and her deep understanding of corporate strategy were key to transforming Facebook into a global powerhouse. But Zuckerberg didn't stop with Sheryl. He built a team of individuals who were passionate, driven, and aligned with his vision. This team became Facebook's greatest asset, helping the company navigate challenges, innovate, and scale quickly. The value of teamwork and empowering others cannot be overstated. Just like Buffett emphasizes the importance of hiring people with integrity, intelligence, and energy, Zuckerberg sought individuals who shared his passion and commitment to his mission. It wasn't just about hiring the smartest people. It was about hiring people who would make Facebook stronger through their expertise and shared drive. While Zuckerberg's ambition was vast, he always understood the importance of staying focused on what he knew best. In the early days of Facebook, there were countless distractions, new technologies, emerging trends, and shiny opportunities. But Zuckerberg stayed true to his mission, connecting people. This mindset aligns with Warren Buffett's circle of competence. Buffett always advocates for focusing on what you know best, and Zuckerberg did the same. He could have easily jumped on the bandwagon of mobile apps, virtual reality, or other trends. but he chose to stay focused on Facebook. This single-minded focus allowed Facebook to grow and dominate the social media landscape. Zuckerberg understood that true success comes not from chasing every opportunity, but from excelling in the areas where you have real expertise. Zuckerberg always understood that at its core, Facebook was about people. It wasn't about the algorithm or the data. It was about connecting users in a meaningful way. From the very beginning, Zuckerberg emphasized user experience over profits. He prioritized creating a platform that people loved to use and that could foster real, genuine connections. In Facebook's early days, this was evident in how Zuckerberg and his team would adapt based on user feedback. When users voiced concerns or suggested improvements, Zuckerberg didn't ignore them. Instead, he took their feedback seriously, ensuring that Facebook always felt personal and tailored to its users' needs. This focus on empathy over algorithms is a rare quality in today's tech-driven world, where profit often trumps user experience. Zuckerberg's commitment to empathy, listening to his users, and making them feel heard is a major reason why Facebook has remained one of the most successful platforms worldwide. Now that we've explored these critical golden rules, it's clear that Zuckerberg's success was no accident. His focus on passion, learning from failure, moving fast, empowering the right people, and putting the user first laid the foundation for his monumental success. But here's the kicker: these principles aren't just for Silicon Valley billionaires, they're universal. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a professional, or someone striving to grow personally, these principles apply to everyone. No matter your field, adapting these golden rules to your own life and career can lead to success, just as they did for Zuckerberg. Stay tuned as we explore how these rules can be applied in ways that will help you navigate your own journey to success. Mark Zuckerberg has always been a pioneer, someone who never settles for the status quo. Even after Facebook became a global powerhouse, Zuckerberg never stopped pushing for innovation. One of his defining traits is his ability to anticipate the future and make bold moves to shape it. Take, for instance, Facebook's acquisition of Instagram. When Zuckerberg saw Instagram's growing influence, he didn't hesitate to acquire it for $1 billion. It was a risky decision at the time, but it paid off handsomely. Today, Instagram is not only a dominant social media platform in its own right, but it also strengthens Facebook's position as the leading player in digital advertising. Zuckerberg didn't stop there. Oculus VR was another key move that demonstrated his commitment to the future. He saw virtual reality as the next big thing in technology and invested heavily in Oculus, even when the market wasn't fully ready for it. This continuous innovation mindset helped Zuckerberg maintain Facebook's dominance, allowing it to evolve and expand into new spaces like virtual reality, e-commerce, and messaging. Zuckerberg's rule to innovate continuously is a reminder that no matter how successful you become, you must always be thinking ahead. The moment you stop innovating, you start becoming irrelevant. Zuckerberg's journey from a college dorm to a $222 billion empire didn't happen overnight. It started with a simple idea: connecting students at Harvard. That idea was Facebook, and it began as a small project with just a few people working together in a dorm room. Yet Zuckerberg's vision was always global. He wanted to connect the world. And that big vision fueled Facebook's expansion from its humble beginnings at Harvard into a global platform that now serves over 2.8 billion people worldwide. This principle aligns with Warren Buffett's approach to investing. Just as Buffett made small, smart investments early in his career, Zuckerberg started small but always with a vision for something much larger. He didn't try to conquer the world from day one. He focused on mastering one thing, building it up, and scaling when the time was right. Zuckerberg's success story is proof that you don't have to start with everything. Just start with something meaningful and allow it to grow organically. Think big, but start small. This strategic approach laid the groundwork for Facebook's eventual success. In the fast-paced world of tech, flexibility is key. Zuckerberg has shown time and time again that it's not just about staying the course, but knowing when to pivot. One of the most striking examples of this is the way Zuckerberg transformed Facebook's mission. Initially, Facebook was created to connect students at Harvard, but Zuckerberg quickly realized that the potential of the platform went far beyond that. He changed Facebook's mission from connecting students to connecting the world, a bold move that would redefine the platform's trajectory. This is where Zuckerberg's ability to adapt stands out. Tech giants like MySpace and Yahoo failed to make similar pivots, and as a result, they were left behind. Zuckerberg wasn't afraid to change direction, to experiment with new features, and to redefine Facebook's role in the global digital ecosystem. This mindset of change is what keeps Zuckerberg at the forefront of innovation. The world doesn't stay static, and neither should your goals. Be willing to change course when needed, and your vision will remain relevant no matter how much the world evolves around you. No matter how successful Zuckerberg has become, he's always remained a student. From a young age, Zuckerberg understood the importance of learning from others. One of his key mentors was Steve Jobs, the legendary founder of Apple. Zuckerberg sought advice from Jobs on everything from product design to leadership. This mentorship helped shape Zuckerberg's leadership style and vision for Facebook. Zuckerberg's commitment to lifelong learning is reflected in his actions today. Even after becoming one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, he continues to learn, grow, and evolve. He's spoken openly about how he actively seeks feedback from his peers and mentors, which keeps him grounded and constantly improving. This drive for continuous self-improvement is a principle shared by Warren Buffett. Like Zuckerberg, Buffett has always been a strong advocate for learning. Buffett's relationship with his mentor, Ben Graham, has played a crucial role in shaping his investing philosophy. Learning doesn't stop after you reach success. In fact, the more you achieve, the more you should be striving to learn from others and from your own experiences. As we reflect on Mark Zuckerberg's journey and the legacy he's created, one thing becomes clear. The 10 golden rules for success aren't just abstract ideas, they're actionable principles that have been tested in the real world. From his innovative mindset to his commitment to user experience, Zuckerberg's approach has turned Facebook into a $222 billion empire. Zuckerberg's legacy is a reminder that success doesn't happen by chance. It happens when you combine passion, strategy, and relentless drive. His story proves that with the right mindset, anyone can transform a simple idea into a global movement. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. A Mark Zuckerberg final call to action engaging outro. Now that you've learned the 10 golden rules from one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time, how will you apply them to your own journey? Leave a comment below and let's discuss. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the lives of the world's greatest innovators.